Go.
Hey yo, it's Deep Convos with Meg and Fran. Welcome back to our podcast. It is episode 14. We hope that everyone has been well. We hope that you've been wearing your masks and staying safe and doing lots of fun things. And yeah, we have another dudes. I'm sorry, I suck at transitions. We have another dudes episode today, and we've inserted another dude into the podcast. So hopefully we'll have some more flavor, some more color.
There's more flavor.
There is more flavor. Moroccan flavor, to be exact.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
So our guests today are Jack. You've already met him twice. He did the first part of this episode where he answered some questions that women are afraid to ask men. And he answered them. Like, just spilled the tea, as they say.
It really did.
So now we figured we would bring in a second perspective and see, like, is it really was Jack's perspective accurate? Let's bring in another guy
accurate,
here.
as if like he's the spokesperson of all.
Is he the spokesperson? I don't know. So we brought Mo, Meg's husband. So Mo, do you want to do a little quick intro of who you
Hi,
are?
everyone. My name is Mohammed, but you can call me Mo. I'm Meg's husband. I'm originally from Morocco, but I live here in Utah. I'm a student, and I have a part-time job as well. So that's all.
Wow, that was good. But Jack, this might be people's first time listening to this podcast. Like, who are you? Like, in a nutshell, how would you describe yourself?
My name is Jack. I have a beard. I'm white, and I work with wood, and I live in Brooklyn.
Damn, Jack.
And I sweat easily.
Yeah,
Good. That was a good
It is the
addendum.
same. Yeah.
Thanks for adding that.
I swear. No.
Oh, good. Okay, we all have.
And I live with
things
Fran.
in common. Oh, yeah, that's important.
Always have to say that. Yeah.
And I live with Mo.
You live with Mo.
Beautiful. Okay, before we dive into these hot questions, why don't they're hot,
question.
dude? I'm
They're
sweating.
pretty hot.
I'm sweating just thinking
I'm
about
getting
them.
sweaty right now. You know?
That's good. Everyone gets really sweaty easily here, I think. So we're gonna do like one good thing that happened to us this week just to start the podcast off right. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'll take some initiative. So
Good.
it's not really like a concrete thing that happened to me. It's more of just a feeling. Excitement, as in like my sister's coming next week, and I'm super, super excited to see her because it's literally been like 2.5 years since I last saw you. And
Yeah.
it was in another country, and it
was
blows my
England
mind
that she saw me.
Yeah. So I'm just really excited for you to come, and we're planning some road trips. And yeah, it's not really a good thing that happened to me. It's just I'm excited. So
Aw,
yes.
that's sweet.
I'm
Okay.
done.
Anyone else?
Okay. So I think on the first time I was on the podcast, I talked about sleep and how sleep has been a struggle for me. And so one of those things is stress dreams. So I had a stress dream this week that I killed someone because I watched the movie *Five Bloods*, which is a great movie.
Was it good? It's on my list.
Really good movie. I cried almost cried like 3 times. So actually
Wow.
that was better than what I'm going to talk about. *Five Bloods* was a good movie, but I had a stress dream like a couple nights later where I killed someone, and then I woke up because I was so stressed of the repercussions I would face because I murdered someone, you know? And then
Jeez.
and then when I woke up, that feeling of relief was so good that I was like, this is great. I didn't kill someone. I only dreamt it.
So it's the feeling of relief that
Yes.
you
That
didn't
is a
actually
wonderful
kill someone.
good thing.
That's the one good thing.
It wasn't even a murder
Wasn't
of
there.
hate. It was just I wanted to see if I could shoot a gun, and I killed someone.
Like by accident. Like you weren't trying to kill someone.
No, I didn't have hate for this person. I don't even know who they were.
It was just
Wow.
a dream.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Mm.
But that relief, is there anything better than waking up from a nightmare?
No, there isn't.
just realizing that it's all not.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. Okay,
It's very
good.
specific.
It's really specific. I'm sorry, I sound really tired because I am. I think the one good thing. Well, last night I was telling you guys. Last night I was hanging out with my friend on the roof of her apartment, and it was just really beautiful. Like it was cloudless skies. There was like a beautiful breeze. We could see the stars. It was just like a really like special moment during a time when it doesn't feel like that a lot. And so when I had that pocket of time with my friend, it felt like there was no one else around. Like, and I was just like, holy shit, it's been a while that I've felt like this. So yeah, that was my one good thing. Yeah.
It's
That's
really
really
sweet.
nice.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, Mo.
I can't think about nothing, but actually, as I told you before, was just the good thing I heard this week. I heard my mom, she recover and she feels well, so that make me feel better, and was a good thing happen, because as I told you, she was sick, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's good.
but,
What was
yeah.
what was she sick from? Like,
I maybe she got a fever. I think she got a fever, but I think she got a cold or something.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a
That's
good thing.
good.
That's a good thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I got a
stressful
call.
these days.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
That's good to hear.
yeah.
Okay, I'm not even gonna do any transitions. So here's the first question.
This is Fran's attitude every episode, by the way.
She's just thinking about the transition.
She's like,
about
"Fuck
I'm not even
this."
gonna do it. It's like whatever. I'll just put some music in there. Okay. Let's just do it. Meg, can you just do it? I'm really
Yes. Okay.
I'm not on my game here.
I'm super excited about this. Let's dive into the first question.
Can you start easily though? Don't be like too harsh.
I
on
mean,
us.
I feel like they're all the same level, so I don't
Dude,
even know
the
how
first
to
one
start.
is legit. Like, why is that the first one? Okay.
Really, like
ready?
we only have one rule in this podcast, and it's complete and utter honesty. Okay,
Just be raw, be real.
be
No
you.
fronting.
We're not
Just-
going to judge you.
Yeah.
This
If
is
you
like
need to
this will
sweat form,
benefit
like,
girls
that's
all
fine.
over the world. Like this is like
So
critical
many-
knowledge for us to know. So just you're helping
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. First question. Would you take a girl back if she cheated?
Good question.
Wow.
You can think about that for a sec.
Dude, that's
Oh, I think leave Jack talk first. I'm gonna be second.
And you have to explain why. Like,
That's really interesting. Also, just to comfort Mo, I only regret like 2 or 3 answers I gave last time, so it's not that big. That's a really good question. My gut says no, but context totally matters. It totally depends on your relationship. Like, my feeling in theory, I have yet to try this in practice, is that just because I'm with you in a relationship and like we're not married, doesn't mean that I own you, doesn't mean that I am the one for you. Like, if you cheat, I think it has to be a mistake to be dishonest in that way. Like, it doesn't have to be a mistake, but it has to be a mistake. Like, it has to be an error of judgment for you to like deceive someone you're in a relationship with. So that is wrong, but you can come back from that if the person really cares about you. But I think generally, if it's not a serious relationship and they're going to fool around, why put the effort in? Move on.
okay.
There's people out there.
Okay, so you're saying if like it's a relationship you both have put a lot of work in over a period of time and hardships, like that would be different as opposed to like you guys have only just newly been steady and then like all of a sudden she didn't even gain your trust yet or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's
cheated.
probably the eloquent way to say it. Yeah.
That was eloquent, but
Well, people
no.
I think get hung up a lot on relationships when things aren't going well. They try to fix them so much, and it's like, this is a lot of effort. I think if you find someone you're really compatible with, they shouldn't be deceiving you.
Yeah.
Just move on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Jack. Yeah, I mean, I have the same opinion. Um, I mean, like, if you the question was if you can you forgive to someone who cheated on you, right? So, to be honest with you, it's depend on the relationship in our relationship. If it's like a serious one, like if it's serious, and as Jack says, if we put a lot of work on it and we try to make it work, like for example, me and Meg, we've been through a lot of things, like wasn't easy for us at all. Like if that thing happened, I would like, I'm not saying I'm gonna forgive, but I would like try to fix things because it wasn't easy. Sometimes the relationship is not easy. Like we've been through a lot of things together, so it's kind of like just not. I don't find the word, but it's kind of like just not the good thing to do. Just to let it go, to let it go, to throw it away. Yeah.
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 I feel like sometimes people, they are mad. I mean, not mad, like sometimes not mad, but I'm saying like sometimes they're having a hard time. They do like bad decisions, but we can just, we can forgive that, right? We can just give them another chance. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense to me. Like, I think the kind of relationship that you have, it is a big factor because, like, for example, you being boyfriend, girlfriend with someone for a couple months and you're still getting to know each other versus, like, say you're in a marriage and, like, you have, like, home and kids, there's more at stake. And the more that you have at stake, the more that you're going to want to try and save that relationship.
Yeah.
But then so that's one factor, but also like Jack said, the context of the cheating also matters, because like I've heard of people to throw all of that away and like, yes, you have the kids, yes, you have the house, but the cheating was so bad that what's the word? Yeah, overweighed the other factors. So it's very much, I think, dependent. But
Yeah.
it's an interesting question.
Yeah, that was heavy.
Yeah. Okay, that's question 1.
Okay.
You want me to
Question 2. Oh, this one's not as heavy. What do you think about going to the strip club? What a random question, but what do you guys think about that?
I'll defer to Mo because I took.
Field
What
start.
do you mean strip club?
Like when the
Club?
girls
Yeah, like-
taking off their clothes and shit.
So, to be honest, I've never been there. Like, to be honest, I've
Really?
never been. I've never been. Yeah, in a club like this.
You have those in Morocco?
Yeah, I do have, but I've never been there.
Why?
So, just because I mean, I just didn't have the chance. That's all.
Okay, but what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, like for me, it's normal. Like for example, if you go in there, you're just trying to have fun and have some couple beers, and I mean, like I don't.
Can't you have your beers somewhere else? Why do you need some like boobs and shit around you?
I mean, I'm like you make me feel like guilty. I've never been there, so.
No, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
No, she's trying to be the other side.
Okay, all right, okay, I got it. So I feel like for some people, like maybe they don't have the chance to get laid or something, so they just go to how do you call it, strip club,
yeah.
so they can like enjoy themselves watching stuff, watching girls naked, so they can feel better. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Jack?
I've never been either, and I don't really have much desire to do that. I don't really appreciate like dishonest interactions. Like there's the understanding that there's going to be like a financial transaction. They're working, they're trying to get money, but men, I think it seems that men get easily convinced that like, oh, she likes me.
Yeah,
She wants to
exactly.
dance with me.
Yeah,
But it's like, oh, I think
They're
she
just
thinks
doing
you
their
might have the
job,
most money.
yeah, she just
Yeah.
want your money.
Or
Mhm.
she
It's about
thinks
financial.
yeah, if she realizes that you like her, maybe she's like, maybe I can like string this guy along, talk him into a more expensive dance.
Yeah.
I just know the business from the movies. But yeah, I don't know what, I don't really know. I think it provides a great service. I agree with Mo. I think it's good for people to have outlets as long as people are safe and like respecting each other. But Yeah, I've,
Yeah.
I've never been. I don't really care to go.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I respect the women who work there. Like, that's their choice.
Get good
But-
money, I hear. If
And
yeah, it is.
yeah.
They're making some serious money.
No, my friend is a stripper. She tried to make me do it. She was like, "You would be great because like you're Asian. They love it." I'm like,
They're like Asian, yeah. That's what I heard.
come on. But she was bringing it. She was paying off for grad school, like by doing that.
that's like
So-
part of the movie Hustlers with J.
Oh,
Lo.
such a fucking
Mm.
shout out to
Yeah,
Hustlers.
I think that's the argument she made to her friend that they like Asian dancers. I don't know her name.
They do.
She's in Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, fuck, I love her and I don't remember her name.
I'm
But
terrible with celebrity names.
let's try to see. Whatever. She's amazing. But yeah, no, I hear that. It's like there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but yeah, it's preference, I think.
See, okay, my thing with this is like what I don't like, and this is what they show in the movies, and is like bachelor and bachelorette parties. And I've talked to my sister about this before. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
if
we
I
did
am
talk about
engaged,
this.
just like say for instance, me and Mo
Mm.
weren't married yet, but
Yeah.
we're engaged. And then like it's normal to have like your bachelorette party and like have the male strippers and stuff. And then for the guys, this is what we do in America.
Yeah.
And then the guys, they go to the strip club and they watch all the girls like strip and stuff. Like to me, that's wrong because I already committed to someone, you know? So to me, I disagree with just the premise of bachelor and bachelorette party. So if I could like add a nuance to this question, it would be that like,
Yeah, because that's a
No.
separate question altogether. It's like
yeah,
that's
you don't have to answer it. It's just my thoughts on
No,
it. because
I'm
also think
interested
strip
to
clubs
hear.
are fine. It's
Yeah.
just I don't like when I see in the movies that okay, you're fucking engaged already. Like you're gonna marry this person tomorrow, and you have like a bunch of boobs in your face. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
What do
If
you
I
guys
was
think
your
about that?
fiance, I would not be fine with that. You know, I understand that's
Yeah.
like the American
Oh,
tradition.
it's not just
but-
American. Like a lot of Western.
yeah,
like,
I don't know. I don't know who else does
English-
it, but that's what I've seen in the American
Yeah.
movies.
I think I've always been confused with that aspect too, like the whole idea of the bachelor
Yeah.
party. Like, yeah, you're a bachelor, but you're in a committed,
Yeah.
very serious relationship. So this isn't like the time to go suck a, I don't know, whatever, you know.
Finish your sentence.
The
Jack.
tatas or whatever.
Oh, the tata. Oh, yeah. Mo learned a new word the other
The
day.
tata.
He learned the word tatas.
Oh yeah, suckatata.
Yeah, suck a tata.
This podcast is no longer for all audiences. But no, yeah, I think it's like the idea of like a last hurrah. I think that's what the concept
I
behind
think
it.
it's
like
dumb.
I agree with you. I don't understand like why this is
Should've
not
gotten
the
all
time.
your hurrahs in before.
That's what I'm
you did it
saying.
to someone.
Before you
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, I'll marry you." Okay,
I feel like for some people they're like just it's addicted. Whatever if they are married, it's like the casino thing. It's like some people they're
Oh, like
just
gambling?
addicted for them. They're gambling.
Yeah.
They can't change it, even though they try, but they can. It's just addicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel for some people, even they are like she said, like even though they're engaged or whatever, but they're gonna still do it and do it again and again because just they're addicted.
yeah.
And
Like
for
it's in
some
a
people,
lot of rap songs. Like,
yeah, and for
I don't know.
Yeah.
for some people it's tough for them to get rid of the thing they're addicted to. For some people it's more complicated than some others. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
yeah.
Ooh,
Cool.
okay.
All right. Question number 3. Okay, dudes. How do you feel walking around with your girl when she's looking extra good and guys are staring at her?
Why did you ask it so salaciously?
How am I supposed to ask it?
Never mind.
Do you understand?
Yeah, but Jack, you go first.
I have to, I'm going to pause. I have to think.
No, yeah. Can I
Um,
just say, I would be so I would be so jealous.
I mean,
If
okay,
people
if
are
it was
looking
the
at my
other way
man.
around, I would also, I'm a very jealous person. Like,
Well,
But-
I'm
I
not,
wouldn't
but
like
I would
it.
also, if every woman was staring at my guy because he looked
Yeah.
really good.
But who are you jealous of?
But I want to understand, like so you don't want your guy to be like handsome and taking care of
No,
himself.
I
so
like
much?
it. I'm just saying I would get, is jealous the right word for this? I would get uncomfortable, I guess.
that
A lot
sounds
of
like
feelings. You would feel
the
insecure
feeling,
about
yeah.
yourself
Insecure,
too.
maybe. Insecure is the word.
Yeah,
Insecure.
like
I think-
I would feel
yeah.
jealous, and I would also feel like, I don't know, I don't
think
measure up or something.
that's a really good point.
Protective.
I think insecurity is a really big part of jealousy. I never really thought of it that way before. Yeah, I think maybe the prominent feeling, if anything negative came up, would be insecurity. Like, fuck, I have competition. But
Yeah.
like, that's going to happen. And if anything, it's like, it's a good sign, I guess, and it's also healthy for other people to be like looking at people that attract them. So I just generally don't believe in people like restricting themselves to, I don't even know how to phrase this, to at least look at someone they think is attractive. I would at least try to make sure that I had enough security in myself and my relationship to be able to handle that. And if I don't, then that's a sign. Like, all right, either this is not a good relationship for me, or I gotta like get my shit together. Probably. I don't really know. I don't.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I
a good.
agree
I
with
think
that.
that's a good answer.
I feel like, for example, that has something to do with self-confidence. I feel like if you like, for example, let's talk about like, I'm going out with a hot girl, right? And there are a lot of guys looking at her. I mean, my personal opinion, I'm not gonna get jealous, because if you trust in yourself, if you like have a confidence in yourself, you're not gonna be like bothering by other people, you know. Yeah, but like a lot of people, they don't have that. Like they're not satisfied with themselves. They're always looking. They're always looking out. They're not looking at themselves. They was like, oh, I wish if I have that. Oh, I wish if I have that eyes. Oh, like for girls, maybe they said, oh, I wish if I have that ass. Or I'm sorry for the word, or for the like, but like they don't look at themselves inside. There are a lot of beautiful things. Yeah, they need to invest. Investigate, but like invest is like invest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I agree. I think self-confidence for sure. And also like, I think one of you mentioned it, also like how confident you are in the relationship as well. Like, I will say, if it was like a person I was dating who's like, we've only been dating for a month and then that happens, I would be so insecure versus like someone I'd been dating for a long time. And we know we really, really, really care for each other. And if that happens, I would just be like, cool.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
There's a lot of things for me too. It's trust. Like you have to, like for me, what I try to do internally is I try to follow one feeling after another. So first I feel jealous, right? Then I feel insecure. Then there's a fear, like, oh, what if Mo notices one of those girls looking at him and like something happens between him and this other girl? So I try to follow the feeling down to like the worst case scenario. But it comes down to like a combination of things, like trust that Mo is my husband. He would never do anything. And like Jack said, like these things are natural. We're fucking human beings. Like it's normal to be attracted to other people.
Yeah.
Like if Mo finds another woman attractive, I don't feel good about it, but it's normal. Because yeah, what if that woman's fucking hot? Like it's not her fault. It's not Mo's fault for being attracted to her, you know? But it's about like me and Mo chose to be in a relationship. So regardless of these external things, like me being attracted to other guys, Mo being attracted to other girls, the fact of the matter is the knowledge that Mo will never act on it. And I will never act on it, you know? And so it's about like being comfortable with that. And I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm a very jealous person, but that's something I'm trying to work on with like, with me and Mo, is like being accepting of that. And
yeah, I think from all your answers, like what's coming out of this question is that however you answer it, it's reflective of something deeper, like how you look at yourself and how that relationship is, and like things you need to work on in yourself and things you need to work on in the relationship. So like if a lot of insecurity comes up, then it's probably indicative of like, oh, I need to be there's something deeper there than just people looking at my girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough for that one.
I will say also, the way I like to see these things is like the longer leash you give someone, like if you're trying to be really tight in your relationship and you're feeling maybe a little restrictive towards who can look at them, what interactions they can have, that's not, I think, that's not going to be as sustainable as it could be for your relationship. So
Yeah.
if you tend to give people like a little bit of a leash, I guess you could say, like, go fucking like go out with the girls and like go to this club where I know that there's going to be guys like all over you, I would like encourage that, because I mean, they're going to do it anyway. I'm not saying they need my permission, but it's just like the longer leash you give someone, the more you realize that like they can be their own person and you can be your own person. And if you still come together, then that's like a relationship.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, dude, that's like a whole podcast topic
Yeah, that is another
altogether.
podcast.
How you view relationships. Like, is it something to complete you, or like you're already complete in yourself and your partner's already complete in themselves and you're just both amplifying each other? Like, that's so totally different.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's getting deep. Deep convos. Okay, number 4.
Oh, by the way, you can skip around. Like, I know we have a list, but you don't have to go in order.
Okay, I'll pick a even worse one.
I thought these questions are the worst.
Okay. Is it possible for us to get out of your friend zone? Is it?
You understand?
For
the
us?
friend zone?
So
No,
us?
for the okay. So if you have a woman friend,
Okay, not talking about here, right? I mean, you know, I know what you're saying. I mean, like friend would benefit. That's what you're saying, right?
oh
No,
no, that's
no
a different
benefits.
one.
Right.
No, there's no benefits. Your friend
Okay.
who's a woman happens to like you, but you don't.
Okay.
You
I'm sure
only
this happened to you a
only
lot.
like her as a friend, but she likes you as more.
She's clearly
Okay.
wanting more.
Yeah, I know.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it possible for her to get out of that, for her to be romantic with you, or
Yeah,
you know?
is it possible,
Yeah,
or
so
is
that
she
thing
always
is
a
called
friend?
a friend zone.
Oh, okay.
Because to you, she's just a friend, but she's wanting more with you.
Okay.
Tough one, dude. That's a tough one. Trying to think of my answer to that too. I don't think so, but I mean, I'm not a guy, so
I mean, time changes.
I don't know. I have guys in the friend zone. I don't see that
Yeah, but sometimes like
happening. I
time
know, like, there's always a
makes-
first for everything, but like, I don't know. That's like 0.01%. I don't know. Why don't let's let the guys answer this, and I'll stop talking.
you can talk about like your previous experiences too, like
Yeah, totally.
because I'm sure that's what this question is drawing from.
Yeah.
I mean, take your time.
I think anything is possible, but you have to change your dynamic. Like, one, attraction is a huge thing. So like that, it's difficult to explain. So if you're really good friends and it's like you're kind of attracted to each other, I think there needs to be like, you need to change the dynamic of your relationship in order for that, like, you to see each other as like a viable romantic option.
Yeah.
And I don't even really know how that could happen.
No, that makes sense, because if you're friends with this person currently and you feel that you're gaining more from the friendship than you would if you change that dynamic, like, why would you change the dynamic?
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't so I think it depends on what's happening. But anyway,
like you can't force romance. It has to, the right ingredients have to be there. Like if you need, I don't know, paprika, but just the paprika's not there, you can't like
yeah. Let's talk about in terms of recipes. Yeah.
I don't know.
You need a little bit of that garlic.
oh no, you don't want
You need
garlic.
that stank, you know?
Oh.
You're friends, but you don't have that stank.
I'm sure you have like stories from the past.
Yeah,
where
I
a
do.
girl
Yeah,
like was
but,
friends with you. She's wanting more, but you
yeah.
didn't.
Okay.
Because
So
you've told me those stories.
yeah, I mean, like that's
You
happened.
don't
I mean,
have to have an answer to these questions.
no. I mean, like that's normal. I mean, like for so like that's normal, you know. And it feels good, like sometimes to have someone who like you, or yeah, it feels good, right? But like feel sometimes as uh uh as you guys said, sometimes it's good to be just friends, you know. I don't know how to explain that, but I have a lot of experience with that. So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
like,
I think I know what you're saying.
Like, how
Like-
did you handle those girls? I guess
oh,
what I'm
okay.
curious about.
Oh, okay. So
So you know this girl really likes you.
okay,
You
so
don't like her. How did you treat her? I guess.
okay, so you're trying to, like, for example, if you like friends, you're trying to like for example, you spend a lot of time with each other, right? So like the what I do, like mostly what I do is like I try to not give that much time as before, because I thought we were friends, but it turned we're not anymore. So I'm trying to fix it by not spending the time we were spending together, right? And
So it's like gradual ghosting.
yeah,
Dude, that is fucking cold.
Oh, that's what you did with Walla. Remember?
No,
I
but
witnessed this
sometimes you
firsthand.
do have to ghost. If you
Yeah.
tell the person like, hey, I really like you, but as a friend, I don't think this is going to work out, and they keep persisting, sometimes you gotta ghost them. Like,
yeah, exactly. So and then after, when they don't have any more feeling against you, so you can be friend again. Like, yeah, like Meg, she said I had that situation before, and I was like, I was a friend with a girl. I had a
It's
friend.
a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah, and like the girl, she's always was calling me, and every
you
minute.
knew her too, like at
She
the
was
Yeah,
my
she
student.
yeah she was her student, and I was like, her name Wala, by the way. So shout out.
She's never gonna listen to this.
Yeah, so
Honestly.
I was like, I was honest. I like her as a friend, but like nothing else. Yeah, because I was like, voila, you just like wasting your time with me right now. Just like I like how we are right now. We're friends. We talk about everything. We, like, you know, like we're ourselves. We don't need to pretend, like, you know. But like, she didn't understand it, and I try. That's what I did. I cut off like for a while. Like, I was like, I try to make my conversation like short, like yes or no. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk. You don't give more details.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, gradual ghosting.
Yeah, that's
Gradual
a new
ghosting.
term, man. They should add that to Urban Dictionary.
Hashtag gradual ghosting. No, that makes
PG.
sense. That makes sense. And if I think Jack, you mentioned, oh, sorry, you're not done. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
and like the bad thing about, like, for example, guys, because they know girls, they are like sensitive. Like, for example, if he don't want to talk with a girl, it's not because she's not beautiful, but she is. But it just because like he don't want her. That doesn't mean she's not beautiful, or something wrong with her. So that's like the guys. I think I feel like Jackie, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of guys, they don't want to be with girls, but like they can't tell them that, because you know girls are sensitive. They're gonna say, oh, I'm not beautiful. They're like, oh, they're gonna, like, you know, like it's gonna be like
They're gonna take it hard.
Yeah,
hard. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
tricky because, like, I think how women are raised is like we put a lot of stock in how men see us in
Yeah.
terms of our self-esteem. So when they go, "Oh, I really like you just as a friend," though, we're like, "Oh, there's something wrong
Yeah.
with me."
Exactly. Yeah.
So no, I get that. It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky. I forget what I was gonna say, so we can just move on.
Okay, great. We like get
Okay,
super deep and then we
good.
just yank it.
I mean, what
Yank it
this is our MO. This podcast
This
does
is
that.
how we roll. You get nice and cushy inside the topic,
is
and then
our
we just rip the
niche.
rug right out from under you.
Exactly.
Okay, I get to pick one.
Make it good. Make it count.
Okay, I like this one. This is a nice broad one. Okay. What are the biggest deal breakers for men? Like, if you could be the spokesperson for a majority of men and you had to assume what the biggest deal breakers would be, what would they be? Do you know what a deal breaker is?
No.
Can you explain a deal breaker, Timo?
It's the one thing about the other person that makes you go, nope, I cannot be in a relationship with her. Like for me, it's if you
Okay.
support Trump, that is a deal
Yeah,
breaker.
exactly. That's a deal breaker.
Like
for me
you,
too.
I will not go out with
That's a
you
deal breaker.
ever.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got
That's
you.
an example.
Okay, I got it.
Like regardless if they're beautiful, if they have all these other good qualities, if they have this deal breaker, that's it. You're like, it's not possible to be with this woman. So like, what do you think those are for men? Like for
I'm gonna talk about like okay, I'm gonna take. So like the first thing, the first things, the thing I can't take it like from a girl. It's like, you know, like a girl. It's like a guy. It's like acting like a guy. I had that before.
like
acting like a guy.
Yeah, acting like a guy, like literally.
Like what do you?
I mean, like,
Give an example.
the way how she talk, like she just talk like really like a guy, exactly like explain. Hold on, let me explain. So like the way how she react, like she react as like a guy. I mean, like she's harsh. She don't have like that feminine like gene, the feminine gene.
Feminine qualities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how to explain that, but
No, I think I know what you're saying.
this is like, yeah, if I'm going out with a girl, I want to know I'm going out with a girl. She's like really like, you know, it's like she's feminine.
So you wanna go out with a feminine woman if she's not
version of
feminine to your standard of feminine. Yeah, I know. Like yours.
I'm the same. I know there's lots of different kinds of masculinity, but I don't want to be with a guy who, I don't know, it takes a longer time getting ready than I do. Like, and that's just a preference. That's not to like.
No, I get it. Yeah, he just
that's
wants someone who's like kind of. I hate to use the word girly, but I can't think of another.
In the traditional sense.
Traditional sense of girl.
Yeah,
societal
just traditional. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense because I'm the same guy.
Yeah.
That's a deal breaker for you?
Yeah, it is, and it's happened before. You know, it's like.
Damn.
Yeah.
You don't think that woman can change?
No, like some of them they can. They were born maybe like this and they grew up like this. I don't know. Like, yeah. So for me, it's like I can't take it. If I'm going out, I want to go out with a girl. Like the way how she talk like a girl. The way how she react like a girl. Because I know a lot of like I'm not trying to be like harsh or something, but like I'm talking about some of the people I know before. They're girls, right? But it's just the way how they talk and they react and they like they do it as like a guy and I don't like it at all, you know.
It's a turn on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a preference.
Fair.
Good thing Meg doesn't do those.
Yeah.
Hope not.
Okay, so that's a deal breaker for Mo. Jack.
Tonight, Meg's gonna. Yo, Mo, where you want to get dinner, bro?
Exactly. Yeah, that I'm talking about. Exactly. Yeah.
If you're really into hard drugs, that's a deal breaker for me just because I don't do drugs. Like hard drugs. Yeah, it's just kind of like an easy, like, I just saw you. The
majority of people don't do hard drugs.
Yeah, but it's even if you do it casually for me, like if you're gonna be like with a certain group of people, we're at a party and you're like
Coke. Like
a little bump of the
Coke is normal.
I'm like,
that's what he's saying. Like that's still hard drugs, even if so many people do it.
Yeah,
it's deal
heroin and stuff. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's just an easy kind of like, I can leave now kind of thing. And if a woman won't go downtown.
Really? That's a deal breaker though?
Yeah, you gotta.
Maybe that's just like in the beginning, maybe like she just has a hang up and like.
It's the hang up I am not willing to deal with.
Damn.
Fran, she was like, "Oh, that's me. I'm always in downtown Manhattan."
Ew, like, let's not talk about
okay,
what I do. No, dude. Wow, I did not expect that.
Yeah, but like that's something a woman like she can not learn, but like you can have a conversation about that. Like for me, true deal breakers are things that you cannot change.
Right.
If I'm a dude and I'm with a woman who won't go down, I'll try to explore that a bit further. I'm not going to disregard her right away. I'll be like, okay, why?
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Like what Jack's saying is that it's a deal breaker for him. Like everyone has different deal breakers, and he's just
but to me that's like
you don't have to agree with these deal breakers.
Remediatable. What's the word? Easily fixed.
Redeemable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jack in English better than I do.
But not for everyone though. Some people are like, nah, I'd rather
yeah,
just.
I can understand that.
Yeah, they're just how they
Like
are.
to me, like deal breakers are things like political beliefs. That is something that's ingrained, like psychologically, very hard to change about someone. Versus like, you won't go down on me. Let's have a conversation about it. Maybe I can convince you.
I think sometimes giving a blowjob is a religion to some
Maybe
people.
like we should just think that we don't know all of Jack's history.
Okay.
And so maybe something happened.
That's
Exactly.
fair.
We need to just
respect that.
we need to respect it. I'm not joking.
Respect my lines that I draw.
I mean, I don't agree with it, but
I'm gonna erase your lines.
yeah, I know, right? Let's just erase that line.
But
okay.
So are like even mildly conservative people in my relationship. I'm like, we're gonna get in deep conversations. No, I don't know. I haven't dated any mildly conservative people, so I don't even know about that. But yeah, if you're a Trump supporter, no. But if you're a Trump supporter and you go downtown, then we can, we'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
Maybe you can change.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing though about the political thing. I do think people can change their ideals and their ideas about the world, especially now we're so polarized in how people think, but we're not. I don't think that's how we live our lives. I just think like it's kind of just the way people talk to each other right now. I think that can evolve. I've evolved over my life for sure politically, but some people just, they don't like sucking dick and they will never change. Hold on, I want to come up with a better one than that too.
Okay.
But I might need a second.
No, I was just gonna say about the political beliefs thing. I don't know. I agree that people can change their political beliefs. I know I have in terms of, I've never been a Trump supporter or conservative, but my political opinion has evolved. But if you're a Trump supporter, I don't know. That's really far to the, like, that's like saying, I don't believe in basic human rights. That's like, no, I feel like
that's something I will think about while they're going down on me. Like, yeah this is
like,
really good, but you're a Trump supporter. It will taint the blowjob experience for me. I don't know about
they
you.
did that great, that
You know?
going down on a woman, if they did that like 101% the best ever, like I would still be thinking that they're a Trump supporter. Like, so no. Okay, I don't. Why do we need to
basically judging people just by the political beliefs?
We're saying that's a deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker
because it's hard to change that about someone. You know.
Okay.
What do you disagree?
Well, what about like those people? Maybe like, as you guys said, he's supporting Trump or whatever, but like he's still like he's still like a nice guy, and he's like, for example, like everything you're looking for in a guy, you find in this guy, but he's a Trump supporter.
No.
Not for my sister.
It's a deal breaker. I mean, I know what you're saying. Like, Meg and my family are all mostly Trump supporters, and I love a lot of them.
Yeah, it's like our entire family.
But like, I'm not. Thank God I don't have to like marry that. Like, no, I like don't. Like, I'm only hanging out with those people because they're my blood. Like, if I can help it, I'm not gonna. It's a deal breaker.
You know what I'm realizing while we're talking about this? So I just really despise Trump and his politics and everything, but I don't think I've met like face to face a serious Trump supporter. So I can't even like imagine having a person like this in my life. So yeah, if on a first date someone said, "Oh yeah, I like big Trump person," I'd probably be like, "Okay, well, let's finish this drink and you pay for yours and I'll pay for mine."
Let's finish the drink
have
first.
a good night.
I have a call. I gotta go, right?
Yeah. I'm going to go lock myself in the bathroom. You can go see your way out. Yeah.
Oh man. Wait, Jack, did you have something to add to that blowjob thing, or are we done with that? Because you said
Like,
you had
that was
something
just
to add.
one. There's other ones, but that's just...
Oh, okay. No, I mean, you don't have to name all your deal breakers, but if you wanted to name another one, like, you could.
Here's another one. A deal breaker is like when someone is rude to service workers, like someone driving a cab or like the wait staff or whatever. If they're like curt with them, I'm like, oh, that's such a big fucking turnoff. It might not be okay, this is over, but like, you kind of got to make up for that really fast, and then show me that that's not an everyday sort of
That's
thing.
not who you are as a person. Like,
Yeah.
disrespectful.
man.
Like I was in a cab on a really good first date with this girl. We went over a bump on the highway, and she was like, "Can you slow down, please? Like, this is ridiculous." And I was like,
Oh, dude, I don't know. That's a deal breaker for me too. I don't know if I want to change that.
yeah,
That's who they are.
Yeah.
that's what I thought. So that was the only date. We slept together, but then I left.
Gotta
Obviously
see
not a deal breaker. It's obviously not a deal breaker.
You have others, or is that your biggest one? Like
Like,
girls acting like guys, is that your biggest one?
yeah, the biggest one, and less than that, like girls being rude, and as
So
Jack,
same as Jack.
yes, as Jackie said, and yeah, like people not appreciate what they have, like
Yeah.
complaining a lot, like every time complaining. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a deal breaker for me.
You
Like
know what's interesting though?
someone who complained a lot.
You know what's interesting
Yeah.
though? Religion's not a deal breaker for Mo.
No,
Because I'm not Muslim.
I know at all.
But would you say like for other people, well, people that you know, that's a deal breaker?
No,
Other
no,
guys?
at all. I don't judge people by religion. So
Not you, but like other guys that you know.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I mean, like,
Wow.
yes, sometimes, like, for example, like, do you remember in our school, like, you had that question for, what his name, Saeed?
Yeah.
And he said, oh, I want to date a Muslim girl. I can't go with a Christian or atheist or Buddhism or whatever. Like, she needs to be a Muslim. But, like, everyone has his different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know that's another like big category that could be a deal breaker.
Yeah, I know. Like for us, there are other Muslims though who that is important, right? Like
Yeah.
that they marry someone.
I'm sure.
Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really care religion either, unless you're a right wing conservative Christian.
Yeah.
Then
Probably
that's
going to be a
no.
Trump supporter.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they're the same thing. No. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Why
let's
don't you
move on.
pick a different question? We have
How
15
many more questions
minutes.
shall we do? Just
I
so we
think
have a
this
time.
religion things we should we should talk about it in other like in
Yes,
a, in
that's
a
what I'm
whole
saying. We
in a
wanted-
whole
I
like
know.
podcast.
We're taking notes. Like this is all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been wanting to do like
Ideas.
an Islam.
Yeah, and I can share with you guys a lot of information about it, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do want to do a religion episode. So
yeah.
Okay, 2 questions. So Meg, you picked
Two
the next.
questions left?
Wait, did you
Okay.
pick that
I
one?
picked that one.
Okay.
So do
Yes.
a fun one.
A fun one?
There's only one fun one that I see.
You ever pee sitting down? Like
That's
is
a
that fun?
one.
Or that's a
I-
question a
Hear
lot
it?
of women
What was
ask.
Do you ever pee sitting down?
No.
That's just a hard no.
No. Oh, no.
Can you
Interesting.
just
A
Like, think
hard
about it?
no.
would you ever pee sitting down?
No, but there are
No.
situations you have to pee sitting down.
Why won't you
Well, like,
consider it?
at
even?
least you're pooping, so
That's pooping. That's different.
you can. No,
But why
Like
don't
there's
you
no
try it?
scenario where you have to be sitting down.
no, at all. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm trying to think about something, but I couldn't.
Don't you even just want to try it just to see what it's like?
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, I'm
Aren't you
I'm
curious?
okay paying like standing up, so that's
I
work
was
for
gonna
me.
say, why would guys want to try that when it's
I don't know. Maybe
easier
it's
for them
like,
to just? It's so easy for them to.
why
poop.
judge something you've never tried before? Though is what I'm saying.
I mean, as I told you, I'm good paying standing up,
Okay,
so
so
I'm good.
we're going beside the point here.
Do you want us? Oh God, Jack, do you want us to be like them? You know, do you want us like to force us to
What?
pee?
I don't want you guys to
Yeah.
pee like us. I'm just asking.
I would honestly say, when I started working in like a wood shop, I started peeing sitting down because I would use bathroom breaks as like a phone break, and I would sit down and look at my phone.
Ah.
So now if I just pee, especially at work, I'll sit down at work and I'll like be in the bathroom for 8 minutes just peeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's a weird phenomenon because I hate sitting on toilet seats,
Yeah.
but that's like, I use those as like mini breaks throughout the day. Oh yeah, I got to go take a piss. I'm going to take a load off.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
Wow,
like
that's really
weird
interesting.
So I'm
part
just
of my life.
curious though, does it feel different? Is it easier? Is it harder? Is it the same?
you know, there's a bit of shame that goes along with it. I feel a
Shame?
little emasculated. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's interesting.
But it serves a purpose for me. It's just a functional way to pee. And
Look at your phone.
also, yeah, I don't like to
You don't
touch
splatter
the
your
lid.
phone.
Yeah.
I don't like to touch the lid in a wood shop. There's so many guys and there's just like piss all over the place, and I don't want to like touch the lid to lift it. So
Yeah.
I sit on it. What am I talking about? I don't know.
You know what I do?
Underneath it.
You know what I do? I grab the toilet paper and I left it with. I know, like, you know, like sometimes if I need to poop, I put like the toilet paper in the seat. So
That's a nest.
Yeah.
That's nesting. I do that too.
Oh my God.
What is
This is
Yeah.
okay. Let's move on.
I've never met a
Build a
guy
little
who's
nest.
sitting down, so this is really interesting.
I just thought that when you're, I don't know, maybe I'm not observant enough, but like when you're coming out of when you're hard, but then what if, okay, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of sex again. Let me just hear me out. Does it ever interfere? What if you need to pee, but then you also get
Can you
hard?
pee while you're hard? Is that what you're trying to ask?
Yeah. Can you pee while you're hard? And also, do you have to sit down when you need to pee while you're hard?
Mo?
Can you pee while
But
you're
it's
hard?
not a,
Well, you're like
it's just
hard.
literally like,
when your when your zub is like completely.
Okay.
Can you
Can I-
pee?
I'm not trying to embarrass anyone. I'm really
yeah.
curious.
I mean, yeah, like, yeah.
I'm sure it's hard though, right?
I mean, it's sometimes, yeah, but that's not happen like all the time. Like sometimes, yeah, you can.
But also, who gets the urge to pee like right?
I don't know. I'm
into-
just thinking of like scenarios here. Like, and I'm just wondering if that's ever happened.
Well, yeah. I also think if you rail your girl and then you go to the bathroom to pee.
Couple thrusts. All right, hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on, I've got to pee first. No.
if you
I'm gonna take a pee break.
yeah, you just laid the pipe and you gotta like go pee, which is I think good for urethra health. Am I correct? I don't know. I think
No,
Yeah,
it's good to do
probably,
to pee
yeah.
after.
you avoid like UTIs and shit.
Yeah, even for
And
women too.
And you go in there. Sometimes I think if it's really good pipe laying,
I don't like it. I really
it
don't.
sometimes takes a while for the erection to like.
See,
loose.
that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
like,
so it needs to go
I've
down
seen
first.
that happen.
So you gotta go
where-
pee and then you gotta like stand over it and.
But okay, so I'm
Yeah.
not imagining that because I feel like I've seen that happen with a dude where after he did it, he was still a little bit or up, and then he had to keep sitting down.
Up.
I don't want to.
What's the right word here?
This is like an adult podcast for children. We just can't.
We have a lot of children listening.
I
to
don't
this.
know. I don't know who's listening to this.
He was up, her boobies and her tatas.
Can we just move on? We have one more.
Okay,
We have
last
time for
question.
one more question.
Last question.
Can you make it good, Meg? It's like pick the best one.
Okay, this is I think the most controversial
Oh, really? Okay.
one. Okay. What would you do if a woman bled in your bed?
Silent.
Periods, guys. Periods.
Oh, I'm just kidding. You got to embrace that stuff. You gotta.
So what would you do though? That's not the question.
And I'm really curious about this
You.
because I've met guys in both camps. Like I've definitely met guys who are like just the irritating, like super grossed out type. Like, ugh, and I'm like, to me, it's just really immature, you know? And so I'm just curious because I've like met both kinds of dudes. How you would react to that.
Yeah.
Because like it's not going to be on purpose, obviously. Like no woman ever wants to bleed in your bed. So if it did happen, it's complete accident.
The times I've peed in people's beds, that's horrific. So I can't imagine bleeding or peeing or pooping
peed in
in
other
bed.
people's beds.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
shit.
once.
Okay, just once.
It was
That's-
high probably.
Huh?
I said he was high probably. That's why.
I had been drinking.
Yeah, that,
And
obviously.
I didn't go to the bathroom enough, and I was like in too deep a sleep or something. I don't even know.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, that's about as bad as it gets, people. if someone bleeds in your bed, then you need to give them like sanitation products if they need it, or if you have them, you like help them clean it, and then you just wash your sheets.
How do you feel though? Like,
Well,
you know, like obviously
Meg's
like
like really digging here.
okay.
how would you honestly feel?
Mo wants to talk.
No, go ahead. No, okay, you can talk. I feel like it's okay. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I feel like it's natural, you know, it's not a big deal for me. Like I'm talking about myself, it's not a big deal, and I'm sure like a lot of people they're thinking the same how I'm thinking. I feel like if the girl she didn't do it like in purpose, it's natural, you know. It's like peeing or like pooping or anything. It's just natural, and the girl she didn't do it in purpose, you know. Like she didn't know her period gonna start soon, and it's gonna happen. So for me, it's not a big deal. But like otherwise, like for example, if the girls know that's gonna happen and it's happened, so that's why it's not rude for me. But I feel like it's not supposed to be like that, you know. Like the girl, she needs to take care of herself, and we're gonna go back to the other question. It's like taking care for yourself as a girl. You need to be like a girl. You need to take care of yourself. You need to know when your period gonna start. You need to know, like, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So we're answering this question as if we didn't know she was going to bleed. But like, what if she was like on her period, but she was like, I'm really feeling, you know, getting
That's interesting.
down and dirty.
X on your period.
No, that's definitely not. That's like
You're a definite no.
no, hell no. No.
It's a hell no. Okay.
Yeah, it's a hell no.
It's a hell no for Mo.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack.
Yeah.
Is it a hell?
So yeah, I liked Mo's take on that. Prior, if
Yeah. Oh,
like,
the other one.
Well, kind of in both cases, but the first one, like, if you're dating someone and you're not trying to have kids, her bleeding, no matter where it is should be a celebration. Like, she's not pregnant. That's amazing. This is the body doing what it does. It's beautiful. I want as much blood as you have.
Yeah.
And but if she's not gonna wear like a whatever Diva cup or like tampon or whatever and just bleed on the sheets without me knowing, that's not cool.
Yeah.
I think if
you mean if she knows and
she's not telling you and she's just actually going to just bleed on your sheets,
right,
I would be a little annoyed, like, you ruined the sheets probably, right. But if she communicated that, I've never encountered that, so I don't even know like how I would prepare for that. So if she communicated this, like, listen, I am on my period and I don't wear it, like I don't have any products for it, I might just be like, all right, we'll see what happens, because I've never dealt with that. But
you would, I guess the next question is, would you still sleep with them at that point if they're bleeding heavily, but she did communicate it to you that she was bleeding?
So no, sorry, is this a different aspect?
It's like, a different aspect.
Are you going to have period sex, or is what you're saying, or are you going to?
Yeah, because this question can be read multiple ways, right? That's the other part of it, is if she did communicate it ahead of time, like, is that okay then if she bleeds on your bed, if you're able to like prepare and like put some shit on the thing on your sheets, and is that would you do it then? Well, I think Mo said hell no, so that's a no.
I personally think period sex is totally fine. Or sometimes it's even a surprise, and it's an adjustment at first, but it's also like, my big thing with specifically period sex is as long as they're okay with it, I'm okay with it. But like, if there's going to be blood everywhere, I do generally want to get kind of cleaned up pretty fast. And I'm definitely going to be wearing a condom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's just blood.
Yeah.
Blood is like, no matter how it comes, it's still jarring to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, it's like it's a liquid that's part of our body, but it's like very bright red, and there's so many associations with it. It's like, Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, it's like a striking color and substance.
And substance.
I feel like, for example, if I'm trying to have sex with a woman and she's bleeding, if I'm trying to have sex, I'm trying to enjoy, right? But if she's bleeding, that thing is not more enjoying. That's kind of like bothering. Like you're not enjoying
Because you're
doing
worried
it.
about your sheets. Like you're worried that it's like going everywhere.
It's not about.
It's
It's
a
not about
distraction.
cheat. It's not about cheat. It's just
Okay.
about like everything. Like he's trying to have fun and like
And
like
it's not fun
you-
if she's
yeah, like you're trying to like have fun and like it should everything be clean and smell good and having a good time. But like you deterring
Okay.
that she's bleeding. So for me, it's like a big no.
It really comes down to preference.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
just that's
Yeah,
that's
because
not-
as a woman, I don't prefer it either. Like, I know a lot of people
Yeah.
find pleasure from it, but as a woman, I don't prefer it. I would rather refrain during that period. So, all
Mhm.
right, this
Well,
was a nice one.
Goodbye. No.
With that image in your mind, guys,
I love how we ended in
we
that-
really did. We ended on the
that
period.
question.
But thanks for being honest. I mean, that was great.
Yeah.
Just like letting your feelings
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, it made me think actually what I would do in the same
Yeah.
situation. So
Cool.
Yeah, but if you-
okay.
Ruin my sheets purposely without telling me, you gotta buy me new sheets.
Yeah, that's just malicious. I don't know.
No,
like,
of course
I would
if
never
they
do
don't
that.
if they knew and they don't tell you.
Yeah, that's just some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know a
who would
woman
do
who's
that.
done that. So, but
That is
I'm
like
sure it's happened.
revenge
I'm sure it's
territory.
happened.
That would be like the equivalent of like me purposely pooping on your sheets.
Exactly.
You're trying to
Okay,
find
that's
an
a little
equivalent.
harsh. Pooping is not.
Poop is worse than blood.
I feel like
Yeah,
poop
okay,
is worse.
that's not the right. Maybe if you said peeing.
Pee is less
It wouldn't
worse.
stain though. Pee is easy to clean, I guess is the point.
Yeah.
And poop is worse than blood.
It's hard to find a male equivalent for the period.
If we had like bright purple jizz and we just jizzed on your sheets, that would be the equivalent.
Purple. Why is that the first color?
It stains.
So what's the stain?
It's a staining
The stain
color.
is the factor that makes blood worse than jizz.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, we have to clean jizz whenever.
I know. Oh my god. Well, that can usually come out pretty easily, right? If you clean it pretty soon.
Okay, let's.
All right.
okay,
Well,
we're
those
gonna-
are some seeds of thought we'll plant into your minds, guys. You can
That's a
you can think
question to
about
be
that,
answered
research that.
or next.
Now we
time.
can end the podcast. I'm a,
Yes.
What was that?
We're talking about ways to like clean blood and jizz.
jizz.
Ways to clean blood and jizz,
This
guys.
is where the conversation.
Our next publication.
Jack
What?
has some experience with that. So
I'm sure he does.
Oh,
Jack's an experienced fella.
The blood and jizz, I've been through it all.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know how well blood stains. I just assume.
It stains.
But that's the issue. If you bleed on me, I'll wash it off,
You can wash it off like as long as if you're okay with the stains, then I think you're okay. But if you're not okay with the stains, then you're not going to be fine.
Who
'Cause-
even cares? My sheets are like $3. I buy them at Target. So whatever, it doesn't matter.
oh my God,
See,
we're-
like I'm
I
with
take
Mo. At
back
that point,
everything
it
I said.
becomes like a bigger distraction to be like, okay, let's protect the sheets. Let's like,
Yeah.
and it just becomes a bigger distraction.
that's what I'm saying.
than
That's
it
the
is
only
pleasure.
hang up I can think of with period
Yeah.
sex is if you're worrying about cleanliness and smelling good.
Yeah, of
If
course.
that's not a factor to you, like I feel like
yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
Anywho, I mean, it's just
Okay,
like
all right,
built-in
guys.
lube. Okay, let's just go.
Well, okay. We hope you enjoyed that podcast. That was part 2. You're just like kicking back, listening to blood and jizz
Oh,
conversations.
man.
That's how we roll over here at Deep Convo. So yeah, there's gonna be more, probably, hopefully some other dudes, but Jack will be a constant. He's gonna be like the sun in the middle of the solar system.
the North Star. The North
And
Star.
we're gonna bring some other dude planets, unless Mo wants to make another appearance. That'd be awesome.
I love talking to Mo. Loved hearing.
Same
your
pleasure,
insight.
pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, it was great meeting you. Yeah.
You're gonna meet each other again. Sounds like you'll never see.
It's like this is the first and last time. Could you guys share your? I know Jack, you share your socials a million times, but if you could just share it again, so
He's
people
got
know.
a lot of like groupies now.
Sterling
you
and
do.
Six. Sterling at sterlingandsix on Instagram, and sterlingandsix.com is my furniture work. But I put a little bit of myself on my Instagram page, a little bit. I haven't used my Instagram page in like 6 months, but I still go on and I might make posts again soon. Such a bad tag.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Yeah.
Mo?
Simon, I'm Simon undercard, right? How do you call
Underscore.
it? Underscore 19 underscore MT. It's like my last name, MT Machala.
Mhm.
MT 19, and it's gonna be the same for Facebook. And I
Okay.
do have my YouTube channel, but I didn't.
Our YouTube channel.
Ours, okay, but I didn't download any videos like since Korea, since like.
And you also made the entire thing private, so no one
Oh,
can.
I was about to say, like,
So why are you
I could
promoting
still
that?
add
I mean, like maybe in the future, I'm thinking.
Maybe you
to,
guys are gonna make it public again.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to vlog again, but he thinks there's nothing to do in Utah. So.
Yeah, I mean, like,
We're
yeah.
gonna go to the Zion.
Well, when my sister comes, we can start vlogging.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, because I like to vlog and I like to share and I like to explore things. I like editing, I like editing.
He's a good editor, yeah.
Yeah, I love do these things.
That's fun.
Yeah, it just because like sometimes I feel like the place where I am is not helping me to. I'm not finding an excuse, but like I feel like
he's not inspired here in Utah. That's what
I
you're
feel,
trying to say.
yeah. I feel like if I'm in, if I'm in California or maybe like in Miami, there are a lot of things, a lot of people to interview, a lot of things, a lot of.
I know you can't really interview people right now.
There's just cows here. And
Yeah, here
some horses.
I mean, like, yeah, basically.
No, I feel you.
Maybe you could go check out the big copper mine in the valley there. That would be a fun video blog.
We have some road trips planned, yeah, like when my sister comes.
Yeah, we can totally vlog when we start traveling.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's it.
Yeah, so that's where you can find the dudes if you want to if you want to talk to us, your hosts for today.
No, we're not.
Dude, wait, we're not there yet.
To talk about after they leave.
Oh, damn. Sorry.
I mean, you can wrap us up now and then just.
No. Never mind.
I don't know.
Never mind. Okay. Do you have like any final words for the females listening to this podcast? Ooh, whatever you want.
Okay. I mean, my biggest advice. Just
advice.
No, not advice, but just like. How you say thought or something?
Whatever. You can give advice. You can say
not advice, but like just be you. Just you don't need to be someone else. Just be you. Take care of yourself. Don't complain a lot. Like because a lot of guys they have a lot of problems. Like people they cannot afford like paying rent and stuff. So just don't like complain on them. Just like don't drown them more. They already drown. You know what I'm saying? Like people they need to be happy. Like if they're going out, they're trying to be like happy. They're trying to hear something nice. They're trying to hear something beautiful. So like just do that, just like be you. Like yeah, that's my yeah.
Be you is good.
Not my advice, but just my.
This is your final.
No, I think that's
the girls.
Awesome. Yeah. That's good.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
What about you, Jack?
I think that's really eloquent. Yeah, I would say any man or any person wants in another person is someone just to be genuine. So you be yourself. And if you have to change a few things to impress someone, then it's not the right person for you.
Yeah.
So like Paul Rudd said in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, do less. He was the surf instructor.
That's good advice. That is good advice. Okay. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This is great.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. Now we're going to talk about what we're loving this week. And I'm going to go first this time because Meg always says she always goes first. So I'm loving two things. The first thing I'm loving,
like literal throw your what the hell was that?
That's
ow, it like hurts my neck.
I throw my head back a lot. Ooh, that sounds dirty.
You made it dirty, dude.
Well, we're keeping up with the theme. But the first is I just started watching Ozark like 3 years later than everyone else. And because I thought like, oh, everyone's talking about it, so it must not be good because everyone and their mother is watching it. So I didn't watch it for a while. And then now I have to watch it for this TV analysis group that I'm in. And the moment the first 5 minutes of the show started, I was like, oh, this show and I are going to be the
Yeah.
of friends. I mean, if you've been living under a rock and don't know what Ozark is about, it's basically kind of like Breaking Bad, except the main character played by Jason Bateman has already been a drug launderer. Like he's laundering money for a Mexican drug cartel. He's been that way for years. So it's like it starts in the middle, like what a family is doing. In like there's no like, oh, what happens when a good guy goes bad? This guy's already in it, and it's like really fascinating to see it from that perspective. And like having Jason Bateman in the leading role is so fascinating because he's such like a good looking, like a good guy.
Yeah.
A good guy, and he's like very like intelligent. He talks intelligently, like in a very like smart alecky way. So it's interesting to put that kind of like a type of an actor in that role. So good.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to fit.
I know, but it fits so good, dude. It's like holy shit, he's so good in it. And okay, he's great. Ozark's great. Laura Linney in it is great. And the other thing I'm really loving this week is adult coloring books.
Aw.
I just started doing it last week, and it's just it really helps clear my mind. I mean, meditation's great, but sometimes I want to like do something that really focuses my brain, and not just, I mean, meditation and breath work does that, but it's like just another way to do it. And it's great to like just do it alone or like listening to music. You really get to hear the music if you're trying to listen to something new, or like if you're out in nature and just coloring, it's like fucking amazing. So yeah, those are the two things I'm loving this week.
Aww. It's like a nice little clean presentation. And those are the things I'm loving this week.
So
oh shit, didn't really like give this a lot of thought.
It can just be one. It doesn't have to be like
no, I want to do two. Two is a nice number. Okay, so this first one you've like our listeners have already heard before because Uncle Steven mentioned this, and it's My Dad Wrote a Porno podcast. Like, it's so funny. And I think the funniest thing about it is that like listeners report back to the podcast people that, hey, we've gotten in legit car crashes because of you. Like people stop us in the grocery store and ask us what the hell is wrong with us because we're laughing so loud. Like that's the kind of feedback they get. And so when they start the podcast, they have to do a disclaimer, like, please like be mindful of what you're doing while you listen to this podcast, because like we really don't want anyone to get injured. Like literally that's a disclaimer. Don't get injured out there, guys.
That's hilarious.
It's so funny.
Okay.
Yeah, like Uncle Steven sorry, I have to say uncle because it's like in me, but Steven. Feels weird to say that because he's older than me, but yeah,
but
so it's
not
like
by much though.
Yeah, so like is this British dude, his dad wrote a porno like erotica novel, and basically he reads it out loud to his two friends, and his two friends react to it, and it's just like the most insane. It's like the funniest thing ever.
Hilarious.
And it's just like interjected by moments of like, oh my gosh, my dad wrote this, like I'm related to this man who just wrote these words. And they're like dissecting everything, like the grammar, the syntax, like wait, well, hold on, like how does the logistics of that work? Like, and it's just so,
dude, that is
it's hilarious. And I really like, there's nothing more I can say about it. Just listen to it. Like from the first episode you'll be hooked. But like I said, just be careful, watch what you're doing, and don't get injured.
Right.
So that's like the first thing I'm loving. And the second thing I'm loving.
Any new ice creams?
Yeah, that's exactly where my mind went. I'm like, wait, what ice cream did I buy yesterday? Okay, I went to like my tried and true. Like I've already had this flavor before, but it's the Ben & Jerry's half baked. It's like chocolate with like peanut butter, and there's like little chunks of something in there, like little chunky bits.
Oh, like it's a brownie bits?
It's called the Ben & Jerry's half baked,
right? Isn't it brownie chunks? It's either brownie chunks or cookie chunks, because they're half baked for a reason. Like,
yeah, I think it's the cookie chunks. Yeah, cookie dough.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that flavor.
Yeah, gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and
Gobs of
brownie.
chocolate cookie dough.
So
Sounds
it's like really good, but like I really have to
scrumptious.
pace myself with Ben and Jerry's ice cream because it's just so
So
much
yeah, it's so
that I
decadent.
have to like really watch how
It's like
much I eat.
calorically rich, like each
It
bite.
is. It's
Yeah.
like they recommend like I think it's like
1/4.
1/3. Like so, there's like a third, a third, a third. So 1/3
Oh.
is a serving. I have to like eat half of
It's a
that.
third. I thought it was a fourth. Okay.
A third. Yeah.
Okay, that's more than I thought it was.
So I have to be sure to eat just a half of that because otherwise I'll like feel sick.
Yeah.
So that's my flavor of the week, honestly. I think that should be its separate segment. Just Meg's.
I
ice cream
know
flavor.
Meg's
I have you.
recommendations.
Love you. That's it. So my dad wrote a porno and Ben and Jerry's half baked
Woo!
ice cream.
That sounds amazing. So I didn't pick a quote of the week. So do you have your handy dandy app that you can?
You know what? I deleted that app because
You know what? Let me just find. No, let me find a random one.
Trying to do a purge from my phone.
That's good. I'm about to download an app that would stop me from using social media for most of the day.
That's good.
Okay. Oh, here's a Maya Angelou quote. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them.
Mm-hmm.
Maya Angelou.
Yep.
It's amazing.
That's like my life, how I try to live my life.
Yeah. Like we have more power than we think.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
No more analysis on that.
And on that note, what are her socials?
Yeah, our socials. Okay, so if you all want to find us, you want to respond to those questions, or you want to be the next dude,
or you own your woman and you have your own questions, or a man,
yeah,
your own questions.
Yeah, but like specifically, if you want to be a guest in our next guys episode, hit us up. So our handle at Instagram, is it on Instagram?
Yeah, it's on Instagram.
I don't even know why I'm thinking about this. At deepconvospodcast, and then our email is deepconvospodcast@gmail.com. There's an at, but I put it in the beginning instead. Yeah, and then mine is Meg at meg.sales.14 on Instagram, and then my sister's is at Fran Sales.
Wonderful, wonderful. Almost a chef's kiss, but not this time.
No, not quite.
Okay, everyone, we hope you enjoyed that conversation as much as we did. And we're looking forward to seeing you all for the next deep conversation. In the meantime, bye.